My dear, I am Louise Hay. Do you feel you need to find the right words, a magic formula, to finally be noticed and deeply loved by another? This endless search for the perfect phrase can be utterly exhausting. It's a heavy burden, believing that love depends on your performance. I see how you rehearse conversations in your mind, hopping to finally unlock someone's affection, to finally feel worthy of them. This ache comes from an old belief that our value is a reflection in someone else's eyes, not a light that shines brightly from within. You were taught, perhaps long ago, that you had to earn love by being perfect, by saying and doing everything right. It's a painful lie. But the true transformation, the most profound love you will ever find, does not lie in words meant to control or obsess another person. It lies in the words of power, of grace, and of unconditional acceptance that you learn to speak to the person in your own mirror. The secret to a great love is not about making someone else desire you. It's about you radically falling in love with who you already are. When you love yourself this deeply, your energy becomes magnetic, naturally attracting relationships of respect and genuine, true affection. Today, we will heal this need for approval and awaken the self-love that will make you irresistible, not to them, but to life itself. This pattern has a name. It is the deep cellular belief that you are, in some fundamental way, not quite enough on your own. Somewhere in your past, you learned a painful equation: my performance equals my worthiness of love. You were taught that love is transactional. If you give the right things or say the right words, you will receive affection in return. This turned you into an expert scriptwriter, constantly editing your own truth to be more palatable, more lovable to someone else. The central diagnosis is this: you have confused external approval with genuine love. They are not the same thing. Approval is a fickle reward given only when you meet another's expectations. It can be withdrawn at any moment. True love is a state of being. It is the unconditional acceptance of who you are, flaws and all, without needing you to change. You are looking for this profound acceptance from others, but you have not yet learned how to give it to yourself. This is why you feel so empty. You are asking another person to fill a space that only your own self-love can occupy. This frantic search for the perfect words is a symptom. The root cause is a profound disconnection from your own inherent value. You believe your worth is a fragile thing held in the hands of another, instead of a brilliant, unbreakable sun within you. This is not a personal failure. It is a mental program, a habit of thought that was likely taught to you long before you could question it. You learned to seek validation outside because no one taught you how to cultivate it inside. The truth is, you are not broken. You are simply running an old, outdated program that says, I must please them to be safe. But we can change that program. We can install a new belief, one based on the unshakable truth of your own magnificent worth. Let us look at this pattern together, with love and with courage. Let's do the accounting of this pain without any judgment. How many times have you silenced what you truly felt, simply to avoid a conflict or the possibility of disapproval? How often have you said yes with your mouth, while every part of your being was shouting a powerful and definitive no? Do you recognize that tight knot in your stomach as you wait for a text message, hoping your words were correct enough for them? That is the cost of this pattern. That constant, draining anxiety is the price you pay for outsourcing your own sense of peace. Think of all the precious energy you spend trying to decipher their words, their silences, their moods. It is exhausting, isn't it? What if all of that magnificent energy was yours to keep? What if you could reinvest it in your own joy, your own dreams? Can you remember who you were before you started editing your personality to be more palatable, more acceptable to someone else? Do you recall the sound of your own unfiltered laughter, the hobbies you loved, the passions that set your soul on fire just for you? This pattern makes you a stranger in your own home. You become a ghost, a reflection of what you believe others want to see. How many times have you abandoned your own needs, dismissed your own plans, or postponed your own dreams for them? You may call it being flexible or making a compromise, my dear, but is it, or is it a slow, quiet surrender of your own life force? Do you feel that deep exhaustion in your bones, the weariness that comes from constantly performing, of always being on? Love should be a sanctuary, a place where you can rest your soul. It should not be a stage for a daily audition. And even when you get that approval you crave so deeply, how long does the good feeling actually last? An hour, a fleeting minute. Then the hunger returns, doesn't it? The desperate need for the next compliment, the next validation that you are still worthy. It is a bottomless cup. External approval can never fill an internal void. It is like drinking salt water to quench your thirst. Look closely. Have you confused being needed with being truly loved? You make yourself indispensable. Hopping it will make you unforgettable. But being needed is a function, a job. Being loved is a state of grace. You are worthy of receiving love, not just earning it. You were taught that setting a healthy boundary is selfish. You were told that saying no to something is unkind. Who taught you that? Who in your life benefited from you believing that your own needs and your own well-being should always, always come last? Let's be very honest with ourselves now in this safe space. Are you looking for a partner or are you looking for a rescuer? Are you searching for someone to finally look at you and say the words you have been waiting to hear? You are enough. That is too heavy a burden to place on another person's shoulders, and it is a job that only you can truly do for yourself. This frantic search for magic words to win another's affection is a symptom. The cause is not believing you are worthy in your silence. You believe you must be witty or charming or perfect. You do not yet trust that your simple, authentic presence is a profound gift. And so you perform, you worry, you rehearse your lines, and in doing so, you hide the very person they were meant to fall in love with. You hide the real you, and that is the greatest loss of all. How can they love you if you are never truly there? You measure your words so carefully, afraid that one wrong step will cause them to leave. Is that love, or is it a hostage situation? You have become a chameleon, changing your colors to match their desires, and in the process, you have forgotten your own beautiful hue. This isn't love, my dear. This is a constant, draining effort to prove your worthiness, and you were born worthy. You analyze every interaction, replaying it in your mind. Should I have said that? Was I too much? Was I not enough? This internal critic is running your life, and it is using another person's approval as its only measure of success. You mistake the anxiety of uncertainty for the excitement of love. You have gotten used to the feeling of being on edge. Peace feels boring, doesn't it? A calm, stable connection feels wrong because you were taught that love must be earned through struggle. How many times have you apologized for simply having a feeling, for being sad or angry, or for needing a moment to yourself? You treat your own emotions as an inconvenience to others, something to be managed and hidden away instead of honored. You have learned to walk on eggshells so skillfully that you no longer remember what it feels like to stand firmly on solid ground. The ground of your own self-worth, the ground of your own truth, the ground of your own unconditional self-acceptance. You believe if you could just find that perfect sequence of words, they would finally see you, finally choose you, finally love you. But the person you are trying to convince is not them. The person who needs to be convinced is you. You are the one who needs to see you. You are the one who needs to choose you. You are the one who needs to finally deeply love you. This constant search for the right words for them has distracted you from finding the right words for yourself. The words that heal, the words that empower, the words that remind you of the magnificent, whole, and complete being you already are. You spend so much time trying to be their dream that you have forgotten to live your own. You watch their life, their updates, their stories, but when was the last time you truly checked in with the story of your own heart? This emotional dependency is a heavy chain. You have handed the key to your happiness to someone else and are begging for it back. You confuse their attention with affection, but a spotlight is not the same as the warm, steady glow of the sun. You deserve the sun, my dear. You deserve a love that nourishes you, not a love that constantly demands you prove you are worthy of light. Think about the compliments you dismiss, unable to truly let them in, because deep down you don't believe them. Your inner programming rejects any evidence that contradicts the core belief, I am not good enough on my own. How many sleepless nights have you spent wondering what you did wrong, when, in fact, the only thing wrong was abandoning yourself? You have become an expert on them, their likes, their dislikes, their schedule. Are you an expert on yourself? Do you know what truly makes you happy outside of their presence? Do you know what soothes your soul when you are alone? This is the great forgetting. You have forgotten the sacred duty of tending to your own inner garden. You are waiting for them to bring you flowers when you are standing in a field of your own, waiting to be noticed by you. Do you see the pattern now? The endless loop of seeking, performing, feeling empty, and seeking again. It is a painful cycle, but the beautiful truth is that you and only you have the power to break it. You feel you must be interesting, but you have forgotten that the most interesting thing you can be is authentic. You feel you must be strong for them, but you have forgotten that true strength is the vulnerability to honor your own needs. You feel you must be perfect, but you have forgotten that it is our beautiful imperfections that make us human and relatable. This is the accounting, my dear. This is the cost of not loving yourself first. It is a price too high for any soul to pay. You have been trying to fill your cup from the outside, but your cup is not empty. It is just waiting for you to see the wellspring within. You look in the mirror and see only your flaws, the things you think you need to fix to be loved. But what if you looked in the mirror and saw a person who has survived, who has loved fiercely, who is worthy of kindness? What if the only magic words you ever needed were the ones you have been refusing to say to yourself? The cost has been your peace. The cost has been your authenticity. The cost has been your connection to your own divine spirit. It is time to stop paying. It is time to declare yourself free from this debt. It is time to come home to yourself. And this journey home begins with a single, powerful decision, a choice made in the quiet of your own heart. The decision to stop searching for magic words to charm another person. And to start, finally, learning the sacred language of your own soul. The solution is not outside of you, my dear. It has never been. It is a quiet revolution, a courageous turning point that happens within. This revolution is called radical self-love. It is your divine birthright. It is the choice to offer yourself the same grace you so freely give to others. Now I know your mind may resist this. It will immediately tell you this is selfish. Let's be very clear about this, because this is the most important turn in the road. The healing journey is not a clever strategy to make them finally love you back. True healing is releasing the desperate need for their love in order to feel whole. This sacred work is for you. It is about reclaiming your own precious peace. It is not about changing them. It is about transforming your relationship with yourself. Any other motive is simply the old, painful pattern wearing a shiny new disguise. The ultimate goal is your freedom, not their fleeting attention. Let that sink in. The first practical step on this path is learning the art of the sacred no. It is about building a beautiful, loving fence around your own energy. This fence is called a boundary. It is not a wall designed to keep love out. It is a gate that you control, allowing in only that which truly nourishes your spirit. And your mind will fight this too. It will scream, "This is unkind, this is selfish." Let me be clear, setting a boundary is not an act of aggression. It is self-preservation. It is a profound act of self-respect. It is your soul saying, "I matter too." Putting your own needs on the list is not selfish. It is absolutely necessary. You were taught that self-sacrifice is noble. It is not. It is a slow form of self-erasure. True generosity can only ever flow from a cup that is already full, your cup. And you may fear that this new path will make you hard, cold, or unloving. This is another lie whispered by the old programming. Please do not believe it. Honoring yourself does not require you to be cruel or dismissive to others. You do not need to become cold. You only need to become courageously honest. Authenticity is the highest form of kindness, both to yourself and ultimately to them. This is not about pushing the world away. It's about standing centered within it. The goal isn't to stop loving others. It is to finally include yourself in that circle of love. The moment you begin to honor yourself, your entire energy field begins to shift. You stop leaking your power, your light, your precious and finite life force. You become a container for your own joy, not a sieve for another's approval. The magic words you have been so desperately seeking, they were never for them. The most powerful phrases are the ones you will finally learn to whisper to yourself. Words of acceptance, words of forgiveness, words of unconditional, radical self-love. This is the true source of the magnetism you have been looking for outside yourself. It is the irresistible energy of a person who is deeply and peacefully at home in their own skin. A person who no longer needs the world to validate their beautiful existence. Because they have finally and lovingly validated themselves, this is the work. This is the path, this is the solution. It is simple, profound, and it is yours for the taking. Are you ready to learn the words that truly heal? Are you ready to choose you? If you are, write EU Mariso in the comments below. Claim this turning point as your own right now. Wonderful, by declaring your worthiness, you have opened the door to a new reality. Now let us walk through it together. This is where the real transformation begins, right now in this moment. I invite you now to find a comfortable position. If you can, gently close your eyes. Let the outside world fade away for just a few moments. This sacred time is exclusively and entirely for you. Take a deep, cleansing breath in, filling your lungs with the promise of this new beginning. And as you exhale, release the old, exhausting pattern of seeking approval. Let it all go now. Place one or both of your hands gently over the center of your chest, right over your heart space. Feel the gentle warmth from your own hands. This is the touch of your own loving presence. This is the home you have been searching for, not in another's arms, but right here beneath your own hands. Acknowledge this sacred space, this center of your being. It has waited for you. For so long, you have searched for magic words to give to others. Today, we claim the most powerful words of all, and we speak them directly to our own soul, to the core of our beautiful essence. These are not just words, they are a vibrational key, a key that unlocks the door to the unconditional love that has always been your birthright, waiting patiently for you to turn your gaze inward. I want you to repeat after me, either out loud if you feel safe, or silently in the sanctuary of your own mind. Let the vibration of these words resonate deep within your every single cell. Breathe in deeply, preparing to receive this truth. And as you breathe out, say with me now, the love I have been so desperately seeking is already and completely inside of me. Feel the echo of that, let it land. Don't analyze it, don't question it. Just allow the possibility of this profound truth to wash over you like a warm and gentle wave of pure relief. Let's say the second part of this sacred mantra together. Take another deep breath in, gathering your power, and as you exhale, affirm with all your heart, I am already whole, I am complete. What does that feel like in your body? Notice any shift, no matter how small, a loosening in your shoulders, a softening in your jaw, a quiet stillness in the frantic chaos of your mind. This is the feeling of coming home. This is the peace that you have been bartering your authenticity for. This profound, unshakable calm belongs to you, and only you can give it to yourself. Now, a part of your mind, the old programming, might be screaming in protest right now. It may be saying, this is a lie, you are not enough. That is perfectly normal, do not fight it. Acknowledge that voice like a frightened child. It is just the echo of old pain, of an old lesson that no longer serves you. We are not erasing it, we are simply choosing a new, higher truth. So we will say it again. We will plant this seed of truth so deeply that it becomes a mighty tree whose roots are stronger than any old weed of doubt. Breathe in with me, my dear one. As you exhale, repeat, the love I seek is already inside me. Feel the certainty in these words as if you're stating the most obvious fact in the universe, like the sun rises. Now breathe in again, feeling that inner sun growing brighter and warmer within your chest. As you exhale, affirm with gentle power, I am already whole, I am already complete. This time, as you speak these words, I want you to imagine a beautiful, golden light glowing warmly from your heart center. See it, feel it, sense its presence right there beneath your hands. With each repetition, this golden light expands. It fills your entire chest, dissolving any knots of anxiety, melting away the icy grip of fear and the desperate need for external validation. Let's do it once more, infusing the light with our intention. Breathe in and out. The love I seek is already inside me. See the light pulse with a brilliant, loving intensity now. Breathe in again deeply, and out, I am already whole, I am already complete. Watch as this golden light now fills every single cell of your body, from your head down to your very toes. You are now glowing with the light of your own unconditional love. This is your truth, this is your power, this is the energy that makes you truly, effortlessly magnetic to all good things. This feeling of wholeness is not dependent on a text message. It is not dependent on a compliment. It is not dependent on whether they stay or go. It is generated entirely from within you. This is true freedom, the liberation from the emotional roller coaster of seeking approval from others. You are the source of your own peace. You are the source of your own love, always. You no longer need to find the right words for them because you have finally found the right feeling for you. This feeling of inner love is your new compass, your unwavering guide. Let this beautiful, warm, golden light be a shield of love around you. It doesn't push others away, it simply dissolves any energy that is not in alignment with your own self respect. Stay with this sensation for a moment longer. Memorize it. This is your natural state. This wholeness is who you truly are, beneath all the layers of conditioning and painful programming. This is the tool, this affirmation, this visualization is your daily practice. It is how you reprogram your mind and your heart, moment by moment, breath by breath, with loving kindness. Whenever you feel the old anxiety creeping in, the desperate urge to perform or to please, you will stop. You will place your hand on your heart, you will breathe, and you will remember this. You will remember the golden light, you will remember the profound feeling of wholeness. You will whisper to yourself, the love I seek is already inside me, I am whole, and you will be free. You are not trying to convince anyone of your worth anymore. You are simply inhabiting it. You are living from this core truth, and that changes absolutely everything in your outer world. The frantic search is over. The endless rehearsal in your mind can finally cease. You can rest now. You can simply be yourself, knowing that your authentic presence is your greatest gift. This is the most profound act of love you will ever commit. It is the act of choosing to love yourself first, last, and always, without condition, without apology, and without permission. The magic formula you were looking for was never a sentence to capture another's heart. It was always the affirmation that would finally and completely set your own beautiful heart free. Feel the truth of this settle into your bones. This is not just a nice idea, it is a cellular level shift in your reality. You are fundamentally changing your point of attraction right now. You are shifting from an energy of lack and seeking to an energy of fullness and radiant being. You become the love you wish to receive, and in doing so, you draw it to you effortlessly. Take one final deep breath in, anchoring this state of being. Breathe in self-love, self-respect, and profound inner peace. Hold it for a moment, letting it become a part of you. And as you slowly exhale, release any last remnants of the old story. Release the belief that you are incomplete. Release the need to prove your worthiness to anyone ever again. Let it go. You are enough. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. Welcome home to yourself, my dear. The journey of true love, your own, has now officially and beautifully begun. Do you feel that profound shift? You arrived here today searching for a key to unlock someone else's heart, a secret phrase to make them finally see you, to finally choose you. You believed the prize was their attention, their affection, their validation. This was the quest that was draining all of your precious life force, keeping you in a state of constant anxiety. But do you see the truth now? The great cosmic secret that has been revealed not in a shout, but in a whisper from your own soul. The entire premise of your search was beautifully mistaken. The goal was never to find the magic words to make someone else obsess over you. It was always about finding the sacred words that would make you fall radically in love with yourself. This is the great inversion of healing. You came seeking a way to control their perception of you, but instead, you have found the power to transform your perception of yourself. The true transformation is not making another person desire you. It is you becoming so full of your own self-love that your energy becomes a beacon of wholeness, of peace, and of joy. The objective was never to stop feeling the pain of their absence. It was to finally stop feeling the profound and aching pain of your own absence from your own life and your own heart. You thought you needed to be chosen by them to feel worthy, but the universe was waiting for you to finally, bravely, and unconditionally choose yourself above all others. You were looking for a love that would rescue you from your own feelings of inadequacy. The journey, instead, led you to rescue yourself by discovering that you were never inadequate. You see, the world doesn't respond to your pleas for love. It responds to the love you already embody. It mirrors the relationship you have with the person in your own reflection. Your focus was on becoming unforgettable to them. The real work was always about remembering yourself, remembering the magnificent, divine being you were before you were taught to forget. You wanted to learn how to speak their language to win their approval. Instead, you have begun to learn the sacred language of your own soul, which needs no external approval to exist. You were afraid that if they left, you would be alone. But the truth is, you were at your most alone when you were abandoning yourself daily, trying to become someone else for them. True companionship is not the absence of solitude, It is the presence of a deep and loving connection with your own inner being. This is a connection no one can ever take from you. The frantic search for external love was a beautiful, divine distraction. It was the symptom that finally led you back to the only source that could ever truly quench your thirst, you. It was never about making them stay. It was about you learning to stay with yourself, to sit with your own feelings, to honor your own needs, even when it feels uncomfortable or new. The ultimate power is not in holding someone's attention. The ultimate power is in holding your own center, your own peace, your own truth, regardless of who comes or who goes. You wanted to be their everything. The universe is now inviting you to become your own everything first, your own source of comfort, your own validation, and your own greatest love story. A love that is attracted to this new energy is not a love based on neediness or performance. It is a love between two whole people, not two halves trying to complete each other. This is the secret to the great love you have always craved. It doesn't begin when they notice you. It begins the moment you truly, deeply, and unconditionally start noticing yourself. The question is no longer, what do I have to do to be loved? The new, empowered question is, what can I do today to love myself more fully, more deeply, and more authentically? This shift changes everything. It takes you out of the passenger seat of your life, where you were waiting for another driver, and places you firmly and lovingly behind your own wheel. You are no longer a victim of circumstance, waiting for a text message to decide your mood. You are the creator of your own inner state, the sovereign of your own emotional kingdom. The fear of rejection loses its immense power over you. How can you be rejected when you have already so profoundly and completely accepted yourself, flaws and all, with total grace? You stop seeing others as the source of your happiness and begin to see them as companions with whom you can share your already existing happiness. This is a monumental difference. The hole in your heart that you were trying to fill with their affection was never a hole at all. It was simply the space where your own self-love was meant to grow, to blossom. You were trying to build a beautiful house on someone else's land. The real journey was about returning to your own plot of earth and cultivating the most magnificent garden imaginable. From this garden, you will attract those who appreciate flowers, not those who demand you change your colors to match their preferences. You will attract beings who honor your bloom. So let go of the old goal, release it with love and gratitude, for it led you here. The desire to be loved by another was the sacred breadcrumb trail leading you back home to you. The real prize was never their love. The real prize is the unshakable peace that comes from knowing you are whole and complete on your own, with or without anyone's approval. This peace is your birthright. This wholeness is your true nature. You are not earning it. You are simply remembering it, uncovering it from beneath years of painful conditioning. The most attractive quality in the universe is not beauty or wit or success. It is the quiet, confident energy of a person who is no longer at war with themselves. It is peace. You are becoming that person right now. With every breath, with every affirmation, you are embodying this peace. You are becoming the love that you so desperately sought in the world. So the search for the perfect words to say to them is over. The only words that matter now are the loving, kind, and forgiving words you choose to say to yourself every single day. This is the heart of the philosophy. You stop chasing love and you become it. You stop seeking validation and you embody it. You become the source. This is your divine power. This is not a one-time fix, but a new way of living, a daily commitment to honor the sacred being that you are, a promise to never abandon yourself again for scraps of approval. This is the deepest commitment you will ever make. It is a vow to your own soul, a vow of unconditional presence, kindness, and unwavering self-respect. It is the ultimate vow. Do you feel this truth resonating in your bones? Do you accept this beautiful, empowering inversion as your new reality? Are you ready to live from this place of profound self-love? This is your moment of choice, your line in the sand. This is where you declare your allegiance to your own heart, to your own well-being, to your own magnificent and sacred journey. If you are truly ready to commit to this new way of being, to this path of self-love, write "I deserve" in the comments below. Declare it to the universe and, most importantly, to yourself. By writing those words, you have anchored this new truth in your reality. The profound peace you feel now is not a fleeting moment, it is your new home. You are now free from the exhausting performance of seeking approval. You walk through the world not as a beggar for love, but as a beacon of it. Did you enjoy this profound reflection we shared today? This journey from seeking to being is the most sacred and beautiful one we can ever take. I would love to feel our connection across the globe. From which beautiful city are you listening to me? Let's fill the comments with our light. If you felt this message healed a deep part of you, consider sending a super thanks to support this work and help me reach more hearts. Our journey of healing and self-discovery continues. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss our next sacred time together. Carry this feeling of wholeness with you. Remember, the greatest love story you will ever write is the one you are now writing with your own soul. Go forward not in search of love, but as a living expression of it. Let your inner peace be the compass that guides your every single step now. Know that you are never alone on this path. I see the magnificent light of your true self shining so brightly. I see you, and I truly love you. Take this peace into your day, into your week, and into your life. Cherish this connection to yourself above all else, and until next time.